Hello folks, welcome back to the Vertigo Tea Party. There we go. In a very short update regarding 1.3, which landed today. I'm not really going to go over everything that changed. I'm going to kind of hit some of the highlights again. This is going to be a very short video. The major thing that changed, in my opinion, is the group finder. It's down by the map. It looks like a little group of 3 people. And you can choose your role, but your role is logically bound to whatever advanced class you are. So as a sniper, I can't queue as a healer or a tank, which makes sense. However, my sorcerer would be able to queue up as damage or heal. Now you'll see over here, you can queue for story mode operations, hard mode flashpoints tier 2, hard mode flashpoints tier 1, flashpoints, and planetary destinations. This is for if you want to find a group quickly to do dailies, things of that nature. Now, 2 seconds. You can actually go in, if you'd like, and like let's say I hate Black Talon. I've been doing Black Talon all week. Don't want to do it anymore. You could turn it off, so no more Black Talon. But the catch is, like WoW, if you leave it just random for all the dungeons, you get extra black hole commendations. For just doing for the first time of the day, you get the bonus 5 black hole commendations to buy, the more Uber gear. Same goes for hard mode flashpoints and regular flashpoints. Even though for flashpoints you just get 5, it looks like, just daily commendations. So you check with everything you want to queue for, which I'm not actually going to queue because I'm not going to be playing that long. So I would just queue for hard mode tier flashpoints tier 1. And click join queue, and it would throw me in the queue, and I can just run around, do what I want, do my dailies, whatever. And when I get a group, I get a notification, and I can join the group and actually warp to whatever dungeon I got the flashpoint popped up for. Now, this is not just for level 50s. This is for any basically past 10, level 10. I'm assuming it will just change based on whatever dungeons you can do. So obviously hard mode flashpoint tier 1 won't show up to level 10 people. They will get probably only Black Talon as their only option, and maybe planet quests for planets within their range. I don't know, I haven't tried it. So that is that. I haven't heard a lot of people using it. Well, not that people aren't using it, it's just I haven't heard. I was watching someone stream this morning and it seemed to work fine. They did hit one bug, I think, where the tank left and they tried to just fill that missing slot, and it ended up re-queuing them for a whole new dungeon. So I don't know if that's a bug. I don't know if they did something wrong and so they re-queued instead of trying to fill a spot. I don't know. But theoretically, so you have the healer leaves in the middle of the dungeon, it should have an option to replace just the healer. So definitely a good improvement. Quite frankly, it's about 6 months too late, but it's definitely good. Better late than never. So it's definitely good that they got it in there. This is very important. Again, this is server only, so you cannot go cross server with any of this, which is unfortunate. But they've said that might change. Now on the sniper front, I actually got all my my talent points back because the trees changed pretty significantly. Well, not significant enough to get my talent points back, let's put it that way. Some quick changes I noticed. For example, one nice one is that the number of cluster bombs dropped by explosive probe is increased by 2 if you get Imperial methodology. So that actually puts a total of 4 cluster bombs instead of 1. Another nice thing that changed, before you could only trigger the cluster bombs once every 1.5 seconds. Now it's every second. So that's actually a pretty nice change. There was another skill that changed. I'm not quite sure which one it is. That it increased, instead of alacrity, they took that out and reduced the cooldown of ambush. I remember when I was complaining about I wanted a skill for reducing the recast of ambush. Well, it looks like that was it. But again, a little bit too late. I can't remember any others. If you want the sniper or any of the class changes, I will try to find a good list of them, all the changes. and put it in the links below the video under more info. Let's see, what else just changed? Oh, Legacy, of course. So, now under Legacy you have character perks. The important thing to remember about character perks is it only affects that character. You still have to unlock them with Legacy, and you have to pay for them, but they only affect the one character. To balance that, these are much, much cheaper than the other abilities. So let's just go over these real quick. Under Advancement, these are all buffs to how quickly you gain XP. This is gain more XP in war zones, flashpoints, space missions, class missions, and exploration XP, which to me seems really weird. But at any rate, they go up and they're all cumulative. So we have 2%, 4%, 6%, 8%, and 10%. If you get all of them, that's 30% increase in XP for that particular section, I guess you would call it. And as you can see, they're actually pretty cheap. They're all the same prices, I believe. Yep. Oh no, actually, Exploration XP is cheaper, which makes sense because you don't really get a lot of Exploration XP. It looks like Space Mission XP is cheaper too. Most of them though are 20,000, 30,000, 50,000, 75,000, and 100,000 respectively. So even with all added up, it's like what, 20, 50, 100,000, 175,000, 275,000. That's a pretty decent amount of money, but you'll also see to get these last two ranks require pretty high legacy level. Legacy levels are, again, I'll just read them all quickly: 5, 10, 15, 20, and 25. So I've leveled 2 characters at 50, and I'm 15 or 16 legacy. So you would probably need another, at least one more 50 to get legacy level 20, or, well, maybe not 50, maybe 30, 40, somewhere in there. So yeah, you've really got to be into alts to start unlocking these. So that's enough about the XP bonuses. This is the one I was talking about before. It looks like they lower the cost, so maybe the cost analysis I saw was really inaccurate. But level of altruism 1, 2, 3. These increase the amount of companion affection gain from companion gifts. The prices are 10, 30, and 50. So what was it? 30, 40. So 90,000 total for a 30% increase. Now, here's the problem. These are also split up between, well, it's split up into two. Either gain from gifts and gain from conversation. So if you want them all, you have to buy, obviously, all of them. The legacy levels requirements are lower. It's level 15, so that's not too bad. But the price isn't too bad. It is kind of a shame they split them up like that. So that's why I'm kind of wondering, is it worth it? 90,000 just to improve on gifts? I don't know. Especially if you have a companion who can do underworld trading and get gifts himself. It's questionable, but it seems pretty low. Like I said, I think those prices are lower than what I saw. Anyway, Legacy of Crafting, that's 3 levels. Increases chance of augmented result when crafting by 1, and 1%. So obviously for a total of 3% by the time you get to the end. These are a bit more expensive, which I think that makes sense. So the total for this is 350,000. Again, not too bad considering what it does. 3% increase is really low though, but again, it's kind of countered by semi-low price, so it's not too bad. Only bad thing is legacy level 20 required to unlock it. And again, this is character specific, so if you had multiple characters with good trade skills, you'd have to pay this fee repeatedly. Legacy of Leadership, companions return from selling junk in 30 seconds. These are great. These are probably some of my favorite ones. First rank, let's see, companions return from selling junk in 30 seconds. That's only 10,000 credits. The second level, companions return from selling junk in 5 seconds, 50,000. To me, that's great. I like that. I like that quite a bit. I would buy that. If this was released a week ago, I would have probably bought both of these immediately. Because to me, it's worth it. 60,000 is not that many credits. And 5-second return, that's what I'm talking about, Willis. So, and now we go to field repair droids. Now there's 3 levels of this. You may deploy a field repair droid. This unit provides basic repair and vendor services. Redeployment time is extensive. Now, one thing I think is total bullshit. Why don't you tell me how long? Don't just say extensive. Is it 15 minutes? Is it an hour? Is it what is it? Why not just tell me how much time it is? That seems a little bit ridiculous to me. But anyway, it takes 50,000 credits and legacy level 10. Improved field repair droid may deploy an improved field repair droid. The unit provides basic repair services, sells some consumable items, and can be deployed more often. Okay, again, please, what's the time limit? Why are you being vague with the time limit? That's very bizarre to me. Requires legacy level 15 and 100,000 credits. The last one, unit provides basic repair, sells crew skill and consumable items, and can be deployed more often. This one is 200,000. And again, obviously you have to buy each level. You can't just buy the 3rd level of anything. Just FYI, that wasn't so apparent. So, on to the next thing. Field mail droid. You may summon a basic field mail droid. Redeployment time is extensive. Why not tell me how long it is? 50,000 credits, legacy level 10. Oh, requires level 10, legacy level 10. Okay, that's a little weird. The second level reduces the redeployment time for the field mail droid by 15 minutes. Great, it reduces it from 15 minutes from what? An hour? 2 hours? We don't know. 25,000 credits, level 10 required, legacy level 8. And the third one reduces the deployment time for the field mail droid by 30 minutes. 25,000, legacy level 12. So if it's reducing it by 30 minutes, my guess is it's an hour. But that, again, that's just me guessing. I'm sure it's somewhere online, but I shouldn't have to look online for this stuff. This should be here. Now, field respecialization, there is only one level of this. You may reassign your skill points while in the field. Normal respecialization costs apply. 200,000 credits. Legacy level 10. That's not too bad. That's probably more for raiders or for people who play classes like sorcerer. If you want to DPS most of the time, but you're in a guild group or something like that, or you're in a regular group and the healer leaves and you can't find another healer, then you could just respec where you are. You don't have to worry about running back. So that's actually not too bad. 200,000, a little steep, but 200,000 just doesn't seem to be that bad. Travel. Now, again, remember when I was complaining constantly, I might add, that I want to be able to travel to my capital city. I hate having to get on the ship, fly to the planet, board down, ride trams. You get the idea. It was annoying and unnecessary. So now they have priority transports that you can use to different destinations. This one is Priority Transport Capital World. I can't talk today. You may now quickly shuttle to your capital world. It shares a cooldown with Priority Transport, the Outlaw Den, the Black Hole, and Fleet Vanguard Vessel. In other words, all of these share cooldowns. So if you use one, you can't just hop to the other one. That seems like a kind of a ridiculously unnecessary handicap. It reminds me of the cooldown for companion gifts. Completely unnecessary handicap. What's so bad about people transporting quickly? And even these are on cooldown, so even if you had all of these, you would still have to wait on whatever the cooldown is to use it again. That seems a bit ridiculous to me. However, the price is only 20,000 credits and legacy level 10. That's pretty hot. I would buy that in a heartbeat. But the thing is, I don't even need it now, so I have no reason to go back to Dromund Kaas. So I don't need it anymore. Priority Transport, the Outlaw's Den, 50,000, legacy level 10. Fleet Vanguard vessel, that's legacy level 10, but it requires level 40. And transport to the black hole requires level 50 and legacy level 10. I believe the black hole is the daily area, like the high-end daily area, I believe. The last thing we'll cover is improved speeder piloting at 3 levels. Speeder piloting 1 is now available at level 10, 40,000 credits. Legacy level 5, not too bad on the requirements. Again, I think the price is a smidge high, but 40,000 is not bad. And that is definitely worth it. 15 levels early, unless they changed it again, I don't remember. But I remember it used to be 25. But 15 levels early for 40,000, yes. 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 Speeder piloting 2, now available at level 30. 175,000 credits. Legacy level 5 obviously requires level 30. This one, at first I didn't think would be worth it, but I think if you just buy this mount, the mid-tier mount, just keep it the whole way, all the way until 50, and then at 50, go ahead and get your level 50 mount. Now, this one, Speeder Piloting 3, Speeder Piloting 3 is now available at level 40, so 10 levels early. Requires level 40, obviously. Legacy level 5, improves 250,000 credits. Not to mention the money you spent here. This, not worth it in my opinion. All you're doing is getting a 10% increase 10 levels earlier, as opposed to here, where you are going to be going at 100% speed for 20 levels. To me, that just makes a lot more sense. Much more worthwhile money investment than this one, where you're just going to have 10 whole levels until you could get the max level anyway, so who cares? To me, that's not worth it. Some people might think so. To me, not so much. That's pretty much it for the legacy items. I believe... Oh, one other thing, and I really can't show you this, is they're changing the way like some of the social items looks. I've showed you those before. Basically, if I remember right, they have either very low or no stats. You can buy them from the social vendor. You have to have certain social levels to get it, and mostly they're for looks. Well, now they've made it so that you can take that social armor and mod it out. So you can use, the Cantina dresser outfit if you want.
See anything you like?
And where is it? Well, I can't because I'm not a female. But wait, can my female companion wear it? She's barely female. Oh, okay, sweet. And they fixed this. I knew they fixed this. But now, if I wanted to, I could mod this armor out and give it to Ensign Temple to wear, and it would actually be decent. She looked like a total goofball, but hey, I can technically do it.
Come
and
again.
Obviously, there's a lot of different social armor that looks cool or has a neat, distinctive look that people want to just look like when they're out fighting. This lets them do that. Now, I don't know if you can do that with other armor. I think they have a separate system called an augmentation kit, where my understanding is you can add augments to existing gear. That way, if you find a piece of gear that you really like, you can simply add slots to it. Like, let's say I found a mask I liked that had no slots. My understanding is that with the augmented slot thing, you can actually add augment slots to it and just wear it. Now, again, I'm not 100% on that one. I wasn't 100% clear when they described it, so it's very possible that I'm wrong on that. There are no new war zones. There's no new flashpoints. No new actual contents with this patch, but I don't really see a huge problem with that, I guess, because I'm not doing any of it anyway. But what I'm talking about is the player base as a whole. I think they're going to see a surge of people coming back. The question is, can they keep them? With the server merges, LFG dungeon, or the dungeon finder rather, and I've also heard they boosted the loot and instances for some of the instances. That all might actually help them keep a lot of the folks, because I think they desperately want to stay over 1 million subs. So we'll see. It'd be interested to see how this goes. I am still not going to play anymore. Not for any particular fault of the game, I guess. It just doesn't do it for me. It's like I've played this before. It just doesn't ring my bell, as it were. So, anyway, that is just a rough overview of the 1.3 changes. Hope you guys have enjoyed my Let's Plays. If you haven't watched them, I have a Sniper Let's Play and a Sorcerer LP. Just check under my videos tab to find those. And if you have any questions or comments, just leave them below, and I will answer them as best I can. And thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.